Hey guys, it's Jean here from Happy Indulgence, and today I'm going to be reviewing Godsgrave by J. Christoph. I have just finished this book, guys, and oh my gosh, it is absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I liked it more than the last book, which was Nevernight, but holy moly, like I was left with my mouth hanging open going, how could you do that to us? How could you leave us on such a massive cliffhanger and just leave us there until the next book? I'm going to be talking about my general thoughts about it today without any spoilers, and then I'll be going into the spoiler section. So anyway, I hope you guys stick around for that as well, only if you've read the book, of course. So this is the Waterstones copy of Godsgrave, and it's got this blue sprayed edging. It's a signed edition by J. Christoph as well, and it is absolutely amazing. So what can I really say about Godsgrave? Well, Mia is absolutely kick-ass, and she's cold, and she's brutal, and she's so focused on her goal. But it's like since she left Nevernight, she's kind of on her own in Godsgrave, and she has this grand master plan that she needs to execute to get back at the Red Church. When the book starts out, it's sort of a bit all over the place because it talks about the past where she's trying to figure out what happened with the Red Church and how she meets old allies, and then there's the present where she's being sold as a slave and becomes a gladiator. Gosh, there are so many fight scenes in here, and they are all so brutal. I mean, you know all those action fantasy books, how you know that they're an awesome kick-ass fighter, but you never really see them in action? Here she's a bloody assassin, and then she's going into a gladiator arena and fighting all these strange creatures, other gladiators, all these crazy beasts, and like, it's actually really, really gory and bloody and brutal, but I mean, what did we expect, right? Gosh, the twists and turns in this one were absolutely magnificent. I can't say I saw any of them coming, and like the twists that I thought were going to come weren't, so it's completely unpredictable and you just have no idea what's going to happen. Basically, you're told that she has this grand plan for revenge, but you never really know what it is until the very end, and so many things go wrong. She makes friends, she starts trusting people that she didn't expect she would trust, and towards the end of the book you're like, Mia, you are not this bloody cruel, right? Like, this cannot be right. Anyway, that's probably all I can really say about Godsgrave without going into the spoilers. I mean, there's the footnotes, which are absolutely hilarious, but there was this one at the start, it took over like the entire page. It's a great way to add more to the world building without distracting the story, but I did find sometimes it did detract from the story because they pretty much had nothing to do with Mia and her story at that time, and then all of a sudden it's talking about, you know, horses and things like that. But I mean, it was pretty interesting, and I found that they dropped off when it got to the main arc of the story. I love Mr. Kindly and Eclipse. It's even better in this one because they do a lot of banter. So Mr. Kindly is like the sarcastic, not cat. He's not a cat, he's a daemon that walks in Mia's shadows, and both of them feed on her fear. And I love the addition of Eclipse because he's like this wolf, and he's super loyal to Mia, but then you find out that whenever anyone wrongs her, he's like really gory, and he's not afraid to show it, and it's really funny. And there's so many things I loved about it. I mean, there's also great diversity, great LGBTQIA plus representation. There's bisexual rep and gay rep in here that I found was done really well. Yeah, and I absolutely love the new world that they're in and the new characters that you'll meet and face, and yeah, I love Godsgrave. I ended up giving it 5 stars, and my review will be going up on the blog next week at happyindulgencebooks.com. So now going into the spoiler section, if you do not want to be spoiled, please click off the video. Like, you have been warned because I hate spoilers myself. Alright, so now for the spoilers. So what can I say? Like, when I reached the end of the book and I saw the character that had come back, I mean, holy shit, I did not expect Trick to be back. I mean, And it was super awkward because now Mia is with Ashlyn and both of them, I can see how it would work, but I'm not completely sold yet. When I was reading the book, I kept on thinking that Ashlyn was going to betray her because, I mean, she's the one who killed Trick, right? And, like, I don't understand. Now that they're both back and they're both people who Mia loves, I mean, that I love you came out of nowhere, right? I mean, I just really didn't feel the chemistry between them, even though there were some really good sexy times in here. But yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing the next book, seeing what's going to come out of their relationships. Because I don't know, Mia's the sort of girl who I can't really see with anyone as endgame, so we'll see how that goes. How about when the gladiators, like, I knew she wasn't gonna kill all of those people that she had been friends with. I was like, surely, surely knowing everything that Mia has said and done and has come to, even though you sort of get Mr. Kindly going, they're not your friends, they're not your friends. But she knows out of anyone, especially that guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy who used to serve her dad, like, I just could not really imagine her really brutally killing any of them. So I'm really glad to see that they escaped and that that was her plan all along, because it just gave me such an unsettling feeling. I'm like, that is not the Mia we know, right? And the other thing about Maggot getting poisoned and Fang, I felt so sad for them. But I can kind of see how it was necessary, but being a dog lover, it broke my heart, possibly more than Maggot. Is that bad to say? But anyway, oh my gosh, and then at the end when you find out, like, it's like the Red Church had a fake, like, skaver, like, I could not believe it. Holy shit, I was like, Mia is going to be so freaking mad. And I didn't even realize there was going to be a third book, but I'm actually super glad, and I really don't know where we're left now, and I just can't wait to see it. And also now Mia's with her brother. I actually did feel really sad about Furion because I felt like there was so much chemistry there and so much could be, would be, but isn't going to be. And because, the shadows dancing together and how he's darkling and she's darkling. But the whole thing with him and Leona was so awkward, and I'm really glad that he said no at the end because, yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly. And it's gonna be really interesting seeing what comes out of the council and the Red Church and everything. So I can't wait. If you guys have any thoughts about Godsgrave, feel free to message me on any of my channels or leave a comment down below. Of course, if it's about any of the spoilers, please use a spoiler tag. And yeah, if you enjoyed my review, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts or feelings about Godsgrave as well. Thanks guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!